today. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved anything. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved anything. Subject for today.
All right, I'll put you on next. All right.
Subject for today. Hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting on beautiful, but hitting a candy thing. But hitting open up, I can candy, but it can be either loving or anything. But hitting open up, I can candy, but it can be either loving or anything. Subject for today. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved anything. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved or hit and hurting on. We can be either loved anything. Subject for today.
You're listening to the Airshoes podcast. We put the in.
Alrighty, chat room. Welcome to the very first episode of the Airshoes podcast. I don't know how often I'll do this. I really don't. But I just wanted to talk about Wrestlemania with my friends. You guys could introduce yourself or just go in order of the call here.
Is this right to left here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess left to right would be
Yeah.
what I meant to say. Alrighty. My name... Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta do this right. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is 8-Bit Raw.
Saw the low tier god pose.
Yeah.
You couldn't see me right now, but I was doing the motions.
I'm a fellow WWE enjoyer with, just other wrestling stuff here and there that I like to indulge in. As you can see by the little icon on screen here, I'm a big Persona fan. Love that. I stream whenever I can. Right now, I'm in the middle of a Persona 3 Reload playthrough, so If you're interested in that, you can find that there.
Oh my god, so am I.
Alright. What's up, guys? My name is Chase Tant. I fuck around. Sometimes I find out. I also try to stream on Twitch, but not as consistent as anybody else here. I mainly fuck around with voiceover stuff. You can find that on Twitter and TikTok mostly. And Del McCry guy, and I kind of just got into wrestling last year. Watched the Royal Rumble. I forget if I even watched most of WrestleMania last year, but I've been on the hype train ever since, and I am excited to discuss WrestleMania 40 with these fellas.
My name is just Maximum. Been watching wrestling since I was a wee lad, you know. My dad watched it when he was like teenager, you know, adult. He watched it a lot, so he got me and the others into it. And I was like, this shit's fucking rocks. Kept up with it, dropped off a few times, but now I'm mostly tapped in because now it's getting better, and you know, I'm there for it. I don't be streaming on Twitch as often as I want to. Maybe in the summer I'll start doing a bit more, but you know, wrestling, I like wrestling, and if Roman doesn't win, I will riot.
Oh, we'll get to. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Oh man. Greetings, everybody. My name's Sarge. Well, kind of like with Chase, I also started like watching wrestling like a little bit actually got really into it like last year and now up until this year. But I've also dabbled in it here and there, like say when I was younger, my dad would also put it on TV when I was a wee lad teenager. And yeah, I'm excited. WrestleMania is coming up. I also do stream sometimes, just not as often. I'm employed with a PC builder job. And yeah.
What you trying to say?
At least you get to do something fun.
Look at him doing what he loves for a job.
I'm stuck in retail hell.
I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself if people here are new. My name is Neptune MB. My friends call me Blaze. You can call me whatever, I don't really care. I got into wrestling back in middle school, and I remember the exact time period. It was right before No Way Out 2012.
Oh, wow. Don't say that. That means out of everyone here, I've been in this game the longest. So I'm the most familiar with the WWE's game here.
Yeah. And
It's all about that.
I dropped out right on New Year's of 2014 when John Cena reinstated the Authority. Cuz that pissed me off. But back on WrestleMania 37, I got back into it. Like, I'd watch the pay-per-views, and ever since 38, I'd want to say, I've been watching consistently because it's fucking really good. It's in a really good spot right now.
Oh yes,
Sure is.
WrestleMania 40 coming up. We got 13 matches on the card.
Whoa.
7 on night 1, 6 on night 2. I don't know what the match order is. Like, I don't know what's opening, so I just got all the matches. I put them on a doc, and I'm just gonna go in order of how they're listed here.
We don't have an official match order. We just kind of know the main events and what days these matches are.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
The first match on here is Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio.
Santos Escobar.
This match I honestly didn't. This like kind of came out of nowhere. I feel. Well, I didn't think we were gonna get this match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the heat here in this rivalry for me was definitely mostly between Ray and Santos.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
having Dragon Lee and Dominic in here does feel like I'm not against it because it's like, oh yeah, all four of these guys I trust will put on a good match. But yeah, it definitely feels out of nowhere.
I thought this. If anything, I thought this was gonna be Legato versus LWO.
And like a multi
Yeah.
tag, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With Dominic there, obviously, so they could like get everybody on the card, but that's not what happened.
I would have rocked that more, honestly.
Yeah, but to be honest, I don't really care about this match, but I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see everybody involved, like wrestle, because they're good.
Yeah, and that's my sentiment too. This was one of those matches where I wasn't invested from it, like to begin with, but I welcome it anyway. I'll definitely give it my attention. I'll watch it. These are four guys I enjoy seeing a lot. I'm just ready to see them put on a good match.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, Max?
I did rock with the faction version of it, but honestly, Dragon Lee came out of nowhere. I kind of thought it'd be Carlito and Rey Mysterio, it's Santos and Dominic. I'm still not.
He just what?
No way.
What the fuck just happened?
I guess he ain't fuck with the match.
You know what's crazy? I think his computer crashed.
I think yeah.
Max, what happened?
Thanks, Discord.
Oh,
You want to know what? You want to know what's funny?
What?
Right as Blaze was introducing the first match to talk about, my computer blue screen.
oh.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
But now we're good.
I was really interrupted by Discord.
I'm on an ongoing war with Windows right now.
Well, no. But yeah, I was really interrupted by Discord. I thought it'd be Carlito and Rey Mysterio against Dominic and Santos, but even then, I'm not mad at it because I like Dragon League.
I guess
seeing him in there.
I would. This is just me kind of making an assumption here, but just I would say just the very nature of this WrestleMania, just kind of going off of what I feel like they probably had originally planned.
Yeah.
They either didn't like expect Ray to get injured or to come back in time, and so when they did, they're like, oh yeah, why wouldn't we get Ray on the card?
I'm glad he's even on the card because can't really have the 40th WrestleMania without him.
Right.
Yeah.
But Sarge, you got any comments to add to this match?
I'm at least happy. Like, what is it? When was I think the SmackDown like last week where like Dragon Lee was brought onto the main roster and he actually gets a WrestleMania match? I wasn't actually expecting that, but it's cool.
Yeah, last year he was still on the NXT roster at Stand and Deliver. I think I don't remember if it was a singles match or if he was in like if that was the pay-per-view that had the Fatal 5-Way for the North American title.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't watch Stand and Deliver last year.
But yeah. Well, he's just so good. I've seen his matches on not necessarily like weekly on NXT because I don't watch it that often, but from what I do see on the TV and I mean the premium live events, the pay-per-views, he's always shown out.
Oh yeah.
His match with
he's good.
Santos was really good.
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
he's
guess
good.
we should actually briefly discuss Stand and Deliver, even though the only matches I know are happening at Stand and Deliver is Tony versus Dragunov and obviously Trick Mello.
Wolf Dogs
Fuck
versus
that
Axiom
trick.
and whoever his tag member is.
Nathan Frazier.
I'm excited for Stand and Deliver this year, mostly because NXT always delivers, and the Trick
I
Mello
get it.
feud is really fucking good.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, so just to list
Yeah.
off the card real quick, we got Trick and Carmelo, obviously main eventing the show. We got Ilya Dragunov defending his title against Tony D'Angelo. We got Lyra Valkyria defending her title against Roxanne Perez. Oba Femi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs in a triple threat match for the North American Championship. We got, Braun and Baron versus Axiom and Frazier. We got Thea Hale, Kalani Jordan, Fallon Henley against JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame in a 6-women tag team match. And we got Joe Gacy versus the recently returned Sean Spears.
Mhm.
I don't know who a lot of those people are, but again, it's NXT. They'll probably deliver.
They're
They will
about to put
stay
on
on
that
the delivery.
crazy, yeah, right?
That triple
Yeah.
threat North American Championship is about a bang.
Which
Just
I think
really
is
three
so
top
funny.
talents right there,
Which I
bro.
think is so funny comparing this to last year, because this triple threat with 3 of the biggest guys on NXT, and then you look at last year, which is like a fatal 5-way with some of the most athletic, shorter guys on the roster, just doing
Yeah.
all of the like athletic shit, and then here's just big, like to quote Biggie, big meaty men slapping
That's
meat.
it,
Yeah.
man.
That's gonna be a train wreck.
I'm sad Wesley had to miss out though since he got injured.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Well,
happens. Just look at
That's
CM Punk.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Anyways, going back to WrestleMania, the next match I have listed is Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill versus Damage Control.
Yeah.
Blacks versus Asians in Dakota Kai.
And Dakota Kai, the
Jade.
the honorary Asian.
This match, I'm mostly excited just to see Jade do her thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I literally trust everyone in this match to put on a good performance. Bianca,
She's fucking Bianca.
She's
yeah,
Bianca.
she's Bianca. she's gonna put on a good show. It's good to see Naomi back, especially since, with when she came back too. Alright, like, I would have expected her to just miss out completely, just because it seemed like they had a lot of their storylines and matches on lock. So it's good to see that they found a spot for her on the card this year.
Yeah, and the woman of the hour, Jade, making her WrestleMania debut immediately.
Right. Her one other match in her WWE career so far is the Royal Rumble match.
So wild.
She was very good in that match. Like, all I heard about Jade in AEW is that she's inexperienced. She didn't really know what she was doing, but she looked very good in the Rumble, and she looked good on
Single-
Friday.
Single-handedly took out Nia Jax in the Royal Rumble.
This
That's
is
all
why-
you need from me.
One way I always
Great.
rolled my eyes when people complain about how they're taking too long with her. They signed her for no reason. All that crap is just like. Of course, you look at the stuff in AEW. Of course, they gotta do. They probably spent a lot of money getting her, and they want to make sure that she is ready.
Yeah,
And that she can
Yeah.
live up to that potential. Like in AEW, she had that presentation on lock. Like, she already looked like a star. It's just you work on that in ring, then it's all good. And literally, that's all they were. That's what I think they were doing with her, just making sure that she's ready to be in that ring. And I mean, having her be out there at WrestleMania, I think says a lot about how they view her.
yeah, this is quite
She
an
is star,
opportunity to give somebody that's relatively new.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think she's just basically built up to be the next top woman in the lineup.
Yeah.
We got some pretty dominant women in this in the women's division of WWE right now.
It also just works in her favor too, because she's working with what I believe are probably like some of the best women you could work with on the roster. Like Asuka can just put on a match with anybody at this point. You can have her wrestle anybody and it'll turn out fine.
Speaking of, no way Jade and company lose, right?
Yeah, that's
Nah.
the one thing. That's
No
the one thing
way.
I'm sad about because it's like, I'm getting tired of seeing Asuka lose at WrestleMania. But I mean, you gotta give Jade that boost somehow.
A sixth straight loss for Asuka at WrestleMania is pretty.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah.
Another
doesn't-
thing too is
It
this
doesn't hurt her
Kyrie
anyway, though.
right? she's around for so long. People love her regardless of what she does.
She's like the Seth of the women's division.
Yes, so I think once she does get that WrestleMania win, then it'll be huge.
Yeah.
I'll be there for that. And I also wanted to ask, is this Kyrie's first WrestleMania?
It might be. I don't recall her being. The only other one I think she would be on is 36. And I don't
Yeah.
Ah, that's true.
Maybe her first against like a crowd, bro.
Yeah,
That's true.
her-
Okay.
Her first WWE run was mainly was NXT for like from 2017 to 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was in the Kabuki Warriors and WWE and a WWE ambassador from 2019 through 2021.
Huh.
And but it is not her first WrestleMania. Her first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 36.
Oh,
The
wow,
pandemic
I forgot
one.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So this will be her first Mania
Yeah.
in front of a
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah,
That's
she
good.
lost to she and the the Kabuki Warriors lost their women's tag team titles to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Sup,
Okay.
Max? Other Max.
Yeah.
Uh,
I figured just guys go rest.
Okay. So yeah, that's
also Dakota Kai's first Mania.
no. She was in the 6-woman
She was
tag
in the
last
last
year.
one, yeah.
It was Bailey, her, and Io versus Becky,
Oh,
Trish,
yeah.
and Lita.
I forgot that match happened. I'm not gonna.
Mhm.
That match was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
I don't remember anything from that.
But I'm pretty sure my melanated queens are gonna win that match. I'm excited to see how far this launches Jade Cargill.
Oh
To
yeah.
start to get some more matches on
Oof,
TV.
the Mania entrances, just for everybody, I feel like are gonna be crazy.
Bro, I need
yeah.
her Mania entrance is gonna be so
The
sick.
spectacle is gonna be great.
Yeah, bro. I think she's gonna be. I think within the year, she's already gonna have the insane amount of aura that Rhea has already.
There was something. I was thinking of something, and okay, I remember what it was. I really hope they don't immediately launch her into the title picture after this,
Oh yeah.
No,
like
I
they
mean,
did
yeah,
with the Fiend.
100%.
Yeah, having her like have some just normal feuds to get her started, and then eventually work her way up to the title picture.
Yeah, it's just kind of a problem with the women's division in general, but I really think they need an IC championship or something for them.
Please.
Jade's very familiar with holding
Please.
women's singles titles.
But,
I need them to stop putting random women together to form a tag team.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Like Tegan Nox and Natalia.
Like there are a lot of hitters on the women's roster that are just kind of stuck with like in tag teams. Like honestly,
Yeah.
Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler.
Yeah,
Zoe Stark is he's
I
crazy.
like they're good together. It's just that they just work better
Just
as
don't do
singles.
anything.
Yeah.
Like you
They
have, I
need-
think there are
they need
very few like women's tag teams that are like stand out as tag teams, as separate of their like individual calibers.
Mm.
So honestly, to be honest, they just want to get rid of the women's tag titles because fun fact, the women's tag titles are the only championship not being represented this weekend.
Or defended.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they always usually have some bullshit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Just throw them away. Give us a
Right.
minimum title for
Them
the
shits are cursed anyway. Everybody
Yeah.
that's won those titles
Oh
have met some
God.
kind of misfortune.
They were, what I'm trying to say, they were cooking in 2K22 when Bailey pulled up with the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, steal some storylines from the video games. Fucking make the inaugural women's single championship.
Maybe after Mania, they'll start doing something with a singles title for the women. But
Yeah.
don't.
Moving right along. Next, we have the 6-pack ladder match for the undisputed
Speaking of tag titles, baby.
WWE Tag Team Championships.
That's gonna bang.
Featuring
This
the
is-
Awesome Truth, A-Town Down Under, New Catch Republic, The New Day, DIY, and the Judgment Day.
And
I'm so excited for this train.
Mike-
A lot of
Cole.
days in this match.
yeah, and Michael Cole did say that you have to get, or the match will not end until both the titles are down. Or both the
Yeah.
championships are down.
We're splitting
Yeah,
the titles, baby.
Could be splitted.
I think the titles are gonna be split, and here's my bold prediction. Okay, the people taking the Raw titles, obviously, Awesome Truth. I think it's damn time we get a R-Truth Mania moment.
Mhm.
He doesn't really
Yeah.
have one, huh?
Yeah, give
No.
the Miz something to write home about.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and then I think the SmackDown titles are very interesting because I think it'll definitely go to a SmackDown team. But I just don't know who. My gut feeling is that the New Catch Republic are gonna go home with the titles.
Yeah, they've really been building Pete Dunne ever since he rebranded back to Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really think it's gonna be them, and I think this is the catalyst for something that I will talk about later on.
So was this whole like title stipulation, was this stated by like
Michael Cole said this Monday.
Yeah. he
Okay,
said it when,
okay.
When they were going through all the matches, like when they were doing that segment, Michael Cole said that you have to grab both sets of, or the match will not end until both sets of titles are down.
Imagine going through 20 minutes of hell and then on top of that you gotta grab 4 championship belts.
4 belts.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when the Hardy Boys fought the Bar and Jeff escaped and then Matt started getting dogged on
Yeah.
because both the tag team members had to escape to win the match.
That's interesting. Having that them specifying that does bring out that possibility.
But
Now that I think about it.
this match is probably going to be match of the night.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Probably
And,
gonna be the most exciting match.
I very
yeah.
much expect this to be a spectacle, which is funny because I don't really consider any of like, or most of these guys to be like the high flyer types to do super crazy ladder spots. Like I know, you know, I would expect them to use ladders and shit, but there were a lot of more like athletic, high flying teams on this little tournament they were setting up that I would have expected to be in this match.
Yeah, I still can't believe that the Street Profits are not in this match.
Yeah.
It looked like
Yeah.
this match was like made for them.
Yeah, no Street Profits. The
No
Creed
LWO.
brothers.
Yeah, no Creed brothers. Like all the teams that like would do really well in this match aren't here.
Yeah, it's crazy. Although I do kind of get Creed brothers. They are they're a really good tag team, and they definitely have been showing their ass off on Raw. But I do, NXT come ups. Even though we do have New Catch Republic, but Pete Dunne's been on the main roster for a while.
Yeah,
Tyler Bate is just that guy.
he just got called up.
Yeah.
It's the big strong boy.
I like the fact that we're starting to take, we're taking like big chances on like new hires / like in like very like recent call-ups. Dragon Lee, even though I forget when he got called up, but
He got caught up fairly recently, I believe.
I want to say around, or last year. Like maybe around September or October, he got called up.
It was
definitely.
He was still having matches on NXT though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely like put him back down to NXT for a little bit because they didn't really know what to do with him on the main roster. But now they're sort of involving him with the LWO Legato feud. Dom's into that. Braun Breaker. Honestly, if Braun Breaker had if Braun was called up sooner, I think he would have had a WrestleMania match.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but you know.
See, now that you said that, he's definitely winning that thing.
I didn't even know he was in it. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Braun Breaker's definitely winning that thing.
Honestly, for
Omos is cooked. No.
Omos is cooked.
On that, for me, it's a toss-up between Chad Gable and Braun Breaker for that. What else? But yeah, this tag team match is gonna be sick. My second bold prediction is that I hope the match ends with two teams climbing the ladder, and they get the titles at the same time.
Oh, at the same time.
Yeah, split them and then they run.
But I think one thing we've all pretty much agreed on is Judgment Day's losing here.
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Unironically, I think if anything, this WrestleMania is not only the fall of the Bloodline, but is the fall, the big fall of Judgment Day. I think Judgment Day there are major cracks that are gonna start breaking after WrestleMania.
The way they've been presenting them is like it's giving me first Shield breakup vibes. Back when they were having their issues. If anybody remembers that.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely excited for the tag team match. The next match that is listed is Jay versus Jimmy Uso.
This match needed a stipulation.
Yeah, just a regular singles match between the two, especially with how often Jimmy has just screwed over Jay. It feels a little weird that this doesn't feel like this would blow off. This no pun intended, blood feud between the two.
I get it.
But rather like it feels like the start of it, if I'm being real.
Yeah. I mean, it's been building up since SummerSlam, but at the same time, it's like the match itself hasn't had a whole lot of build. There's a lot of there's definitely reasons why this match should exist, but in terms of the WrestleMania build, it's kind of,
Yeah, like I get why it's happening just off the fact that this is something these two wanted to do with each other like for a while now.
Yeah, I'm glad they're getting their moment.
Yeah, but as it's been presented on TV, there really isn't a whole lot directly going on there.
It's more interwoven with the overarching Bloodline story, and I feel like it's kind of hurting it a bit. But
yeah,
that
could have built it a little bit better.
A lot of people are skeptical about the match quality because we know Jay puts on great matches.
They got the exact same moveset.
But Jimmy, I don't know. He hasn't really had a match to show him off.
A singles match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He keeps doing tag teams with Solo, and whenever he does,
they're
have
just
a
getting
singles
jobbed
match,
out by a top guy.
Yeah. But I feel like that was intentional, so in favor of the story of Jay not really needing his brother, while Jimmy is pretty much worthless without him. Hear that meme of what does he even do?
What does he even do? Yeah.
They'll show up. Yeah, I highly doubt they'll show up. It's the fucking Usos.
Yeah, I
think it'll be a good match.
Oh yeah.
I think they'll do well. I think the thing they're going for is, while Jimmy is not that great as a singles competitor, is that he'll be really good against Jay, since they're brothers.
Yeah.
So I'm cautiously optimistic about the match quality itself
Here's what I think. I think we might get Solo interference in this match.
Oh,
That's
motherfucker.
what
Oh, why would you say that?
I was just
Why
about
would
to
you say
ask
that?
if we get bloodline interference.
I think so.
Because I think at least Solo, part of me thinks Rock.
I still think this match should have been for the IC title.
We're
Just
gonna
give
get
it that,
Rikishi.
just to give it that extra flair.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you gave it IC title, what the fuck would you do? Would you give Gunther? I don't know what Gunther would do on this card.
I'm sure if Brock Lesnar wasn't a convicted freak, that's probably what they would have done.
And that was the whole plan too. God.
Brock being a fan of the yellow. Never mind.
It's great. It's
Christ.
crazy how much this WrestleMania has like snowballed into something different because of
Right.
CM Punk's injury. Like if CM Punk didn't get injured, I guarantee you The Rock would not have even bothered to insert himself in.
Like I know I just said this, but I think this is just the beginning between these two.
Yeah, there's no way
they're
they'll
gonna
have
go
another
get a
match.
Backlash.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
like I said, the lack not necessarily lack, but just not a lot of direct interaction between these two. I think this will just be this first match in a series, and then hopefully we can get like some actual build up
Yeah.
in a feud with these two in the coming months.
I think
But
Jay
George
wins this
Dawkins-
match. I think
No
Jay
way he
wins-
doesn't.
Yeah, I think Jay wins this match, and because of that, Jimmy gets kicked out of the bloodline. But he doesn't immediately go back to be with Jay. That rivalry still kind of brews, and they still have a couple matches. And it's not until like Jimmy proves himself enough to where the Uso tag team comes back.
Yeah.
Because it would be really weird if Jay wins this match, and then Jimmy instantly goes with him to help like Cody on night 2.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do
Yeah.
that. But there's something in the back of my head. It's telling me that they're gonna do the classic. They're gonna have the heel win. That's what they do in all these brother versus brothers matches.
Yeah,
They
right.
They have Owen go over. They have
Yeah,
Matt Hardy go over.
Yeah,
beat
Matt
Brad,
Hardy
Matt
win.
beat Jeff. Jimmy's gonna beat Jay. They're gonna keep up with tradition.
I think in terms of a storytelling perspective, it also could make sense because I think it's very obvious to jump the gun. I think it's very obvious that Cody will win night 2 against Roman Reigns.
Get ready
If
at
Jimmy wins
WrestleMania.
his matches and Roman doesn't, bro, I will lose my mind.
Get ready for WrestleMania 55 when Julius Creed beats Brutus Creed in the singles match.
Yes, sir.
But I think that there needs to be like we need to cast more doubt onto that because everybody thinks that or most people think that Rock and Roman are winning the night 1 tag match. I think if you want to instill more doubt, instill more fear, have Jimmy win Jay versus have Jimmy win the match.
Have the Bloodline sweep night 1.
Yeah, have a bloodline sweep. If Solo had a match, have him win. He doesn't have a match, so
I heard that the original plan for Solo was for him to work with Randy.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
what caused that to change, but who knows?
They could have still had Randy against Solo. They could have still built that up. I don't know. Honestly, they could have had WrestleMania just be U.S. title versus Logan Paul and KO still just by themselves, and Randy could have had a match with Solo. I think there was plenty of build for that as well.
But could just make it a fatal 4-way, had Solo in it.
Yeah, after Elimination Chamber, that was definitely what they decided to go with was having Logan Paul feud with Randy.
Might have been another cause of CM Punk getting injured.
Yeah.
But getting back on track, the next match is for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Glad to see
Gunther's
Sami
sweet,
on the
move
card.
on. Yeah.
Listen,
It's glad to see Sammy on the card. He's not winning. Sorry.
I know. I really don't think he's gonna do this one,
I'm
man.
the only one that believes in Sami Zayn. I think the reign's gonna end.
And you
I
probably
want-
would be right.
I want to believe in him, but here's the thing. Sami Zayn shouldn't have even been in the picture for the IC title. Because Sami Zayn is a world title class wrestler now. And he's been that way for a while now.
Been that way
He
since he left the bloodline, honestly.
Yeah. The fact
Yeah.
that he wasn't even in the Elimination Chamber match to determine the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship is insane.
I get it.
Insane, if you will.
Alright. But
But yeah, I mean, nevertheless, this match is gonna bang.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna
definitely.
be a
Oh,
great
most definitely.
match.
I have no doubt at all that this match will probably be the best like wrestling match on this card.
The reason I think Sami Zayn is winning is this is kind of the same story they did when he was in NXT. Back when he was chasing the NXT championship. And he ended up losing it to KO immediately, but he still won it.
Do you waste that story on a mid card title though?
But
I
that's
mean,
the thing though.
the-
Gunther's done such a good job elevating the Intercontinental
I mean, yeah.
Championship that there's still like prestige in that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whoever
I mean,
ends
Mhm.
Gunther's reign, even if whether it be Sammy or Dragunov or somebody later down the line, it's gonna be big for that person.
Right.
Not that Sammy
Yeah,
needs it, really.
Yeah, you're right. I'm still.
Yeah, at this point beating Gunther for the IC title really is like momentum wise to me it's about the same as beating a world title holder.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any negatives with this outcome, no matter what outcome.
Yeah.
With this
I agree.
If Sammy wins, then it's a huge get for him. He beats Gunther. That's monumental. He gets a bigger push. He's a title carrier. Gunther gets to move on to a world title reign, something that he's been, it's been desperately teased with him. He's been on like the final stretch of the Royal Rumble for the past 2 years now.
Yeah, it feels, not to interrupt you, but it feels like we're kind of hitting the end of the title reign with Gunther. In
Yeah.
general, whether
Yeah.
it's now or this year.
There's no one left.
I will say though, Bash it Berlin is what makes me think that he's not gonna lose it. I think he keeps it until then, at least.
Yeah.
Or at least he has a match for it. Or at least Gunther has some big title match and wins a title or keeps a title at Bash in Berlin. But yeah, and then of course, if Chad Gable.
Yeah, just so there's more
who I-
matches you can do.
who I
from-
think should have been in this match, but regardless.
Mm.
You can especially if Sammy does win, then we have a little feud with Chad Gable.
It'll be interesting too
Give
if
Chad Gable the title.
Sammy does win, because I mean we've seen him hold the Intercontinental title already, but not as a babyface though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, Gunther was defending the championship on Raw pretty much every other week. Sami Zayn will probably have the same type of title reign.
Yeah, that workhorse, work rate
So-
kind of champion that puts on great matches.
If you put the belt on him, the Intercontinental Championship doesn't devalue at all.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like when fucking John Cena lost the US title to fucking goddamn Alberto Del Rio.
A returning Alberto Del Rio just randomly.
I think I think what's been happening recently, on a separate topic altogether, is just trying to bring back prestige to these titles, trying to level up these titles more. As Roman hasn't been appearing a whole lot, they've kind of had to have more of these titles be carried up.
Yeah.
World Heavyweight Championship, it's not at the WWE title yet, but it's still pretty big. Seth has been holding it for a while.
He's been having despite what the haters will tell you, he's been having great matches with it.
Yeah, he's been having great matches. Gunther's title reign has just been excellent. Gunther hasn't had a bad match.
Literally since he's been called up. Never had a bad match.
Logan Paul has also not had a bad
Yeah.
match.
Logan Paul hasn't had a bad match, and he is a whether you like it or not, Logan Paul is a celebrity. So and Logan Paul is probably gonna have that title until SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So we're bringing that prestige back to him because you know, fuck Austin Theory.
Wow.
My God.
What?
But the Austin Theory ain't do shit with that title, man.
Oh, come on. He's won the title.
I'd say
He's all
calm
up
down.
to it. Yeah.
Through no fault of his own, I should add.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
it really was. Yeah.
to be fair,
That's the most disappointing part.
bad booking. Bad booking was really what faulted him.
He's a victim of the dreaded the first year of Triple H's booking when he was kind of figuring out how to do this shit.
Figuring things out while also having the battle with the old man.
That old.
It's like, this is
fuck.
NXT. How do I do this?
Quick aside though, and to go back to the tag titles for a little bit, I can see a Town Down Under getting the SmackDown titles.
Yes.
Definitely.
I hope not, because I hope something happens in that tag team match that would cause the split between Grayson and Austin can finally turn babyface.
No.
Yeah, Joey Swole's gonna cost A-Town Down Under the title.
Yeah, bro, that was such a weird feud I saw on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, I haven't seen Joey Swole in a bit. He's feuding with Grayson Waller.
Wait, that's the theory. Oh,
that's
boy.
crazy. But yeah, I think it's just gonna be good. It's just gonna be a good match. I feel like you've definitely have swayed me more into feeling like Sammy could benefit can win this, but I feel I'm still locked in on Gunther retaining the title.
We'll see. We'll see on Saturday. And getting right back on track, the next match listed is Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the World Women's Championship.
If Rhea Ripley does not win, I will quit.
I have a hard time trying to figure out who's gonna win this.
It better be Rhea.
I think
Cancel my subscription.
I was the writer in my head thinks you have Rhea go over here, but that's NWO Becky Lynch right there.
She's in her that doesn't work for me brother era.
Look,
Yeah,
I like Becky, but Rhea should hold this title for a lot longer than
I still think
WrestleMania.
there's still a slew of things you can do with Rhea as champion.
On God.
And she
I
needs,
was-
There's half you can do with her and half you can do
needs
with Rhea.
to turn this title reign around.
Like Becky, I think right now is in that era of her career where it's like she don't need a championship.
Yeah, she really doesn't.
Literally.
Like, she'll be in a top feud, and regardless, because it's Becky Lynch.
Becky doesn't.
That good. She'll probably
Becky-
be like John Cena main eventing over the title.
Becky doesn't really need the title. There's still a lot you can do with Rhea. There's still a lot of competitors that Rhea really hasn't fought. Rhea versus Bianca is a match that still hasn't happened.
I
which
thought
is
we were getting
crazy.
it this year. Honestly.
Yeah, which is crazy. Rhea versus Jade. A rematch with Charlotte Flair. I know.
I want to see Rhea versus Asuka.
They've only done it once.
And they need to do it again.
Rhea Ripley
Again.
is just such a young talent, and there's so much you can do with her. It'd be
That always blows me away. Where she's literally only a good 2 years older than me. I think she's 27, 28.
Yeah, she's 27.
And she already feels like she's had a Hall of Fame career.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
She's already done everything. She's already done everything.
And she has
It's
Edge
so-
to thank for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's so funny because
Hey, by the way, we're keeping the theme music.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think it's crazy that I think that it's a very symbiotic relationship between Rhea and the title. I think the title elevates her, and then she elevates the title, and just the fact that she is the most dominant woman professional wrestler.
I don't think she's lost a single match since she's won that title.
Nope.
Nope.
Or
Still so
rather-
many matches you can do with her too.
I don't think she's lost a singles match since she's joined Judgment Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think she has.
I just think that there's still too much to do with Rhea. Honestly, you could give her a 1,000-day title reign.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But
I
I
don't
don't
think
think a lot of
they'll do-
people
I
would
don't-
mind.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do it, but I think you could give Rhea a long title reign, like several years.
What I think they're gonna do, or what I would like them to do, is I think Rhea's gonna go over, and then they're gonna have her feud with Liv for the summer.
Yeah, and to top it off with my prediction of Judgment Day falling apart, Rhea is the only member of Judgment Day who is winning their match this weekend.
Because guess what? Mommy always
What?
comes out on top.
Yeah, Mommy's always on top. I think Ray and Dragon Lee are winning their match. I think Judgment Day are losing the tag team titles. JD McDonough sure as hell ain't winning that Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
That's JD McDonough.
and I will talk about Damian Priest later.
Minecraft Steve
Well,
got a chance in hell.
Minecraft Steve.
Yeah.
Minecraft Steve.
So hear me out, right? Hear me
They're
out.
making that Minecraft movie, bro. He needs to get on Hollywood.
Hear me out, right? What if Liv cost Becky that title?
Well,
At
What is-
WrestleMania,
Right.
Yeah.
What is the current motivation behind that? I know, like I know she doesn't like either of them.
Ain't
But,
Becky basically stopped her match against Nia that one time, I think?
there's definitely tension between
Honestly,
Liv and
Some
Becky.
Liv-
It's just that it feel like a weird turn,
Yeah.
just because
Yeah, I get you.
you kind of need baby faces for this Raw women's roster. Yeah,
yeah, I just
there ain't a whole lot of top baby faces on Raw.
I don't see any.
That's true, that's
if,
true.
If there is any ear interference, it would be Nia. But at the same time, it's so overplayed.
Right.
Yeah.
This match doesn't need any extra like
Yeah,
thing going on. Just
Yeah.
a good ass match between the two.
the match is
Yeah,
gonna
please
cook.
no.
Rhea,
I'm just trying to stir the
like,
pot.
Like, come on. Rhea retains. And it's gonna be a good match. Enough
and
said.
of course, to end off night one, we have the Cock versus Roman Glaze.
No,
Now,
hold
wait
on
a
a minute. That's the final boss, The Rock,
The final.
and the final and the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns,
Right.
versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Versus Seth freaking Rollins and
I'll be honest.
American Nightmare.
I think this match will be good for the sole purpose that I think Rock will do a lot better in a tag match than he will in a singles
Oh,
match.
yeah. He won't immediately
Yeah.
blow up.
Yeah.
I've been hearing, or I've been like listening to other people just speculate about WrestleMania, and I agree with the fact that The Rock is going to be more of a brawler this time around.
He ain't wrestling.
That like he's gonna be, that it's more like slower moves, not too much crazy shit. I personally don't expect the people's elbow. Just saying.
He's gonna tear his quad like Shane did last year.
Yeah. But I think it'll be crazy to see how the tag team synergy, not only with Rock and Roman, but with Cody and Seth.
Yeah, considering they've never teamed together besides War Games, and that's not really a traditional team match.
Yeah.
I want to see what the combos for Seth and Cody are gonna be. What's the combo tag team move that they're gonna do?
Yeah. The Rock doesn't really need to do much in this match, honestly.
You know what?
The Cody
So the-
Cutter stomp. There we go.
That was what I was thinking about. I was
Yeah.
like, the Rock has been did sell his ass off.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. It wasn't that much, but the amount of selling I did see from Rock on Monday, I was like, oh, maybe maybe he might be like, ring ready for
Here's-
Saturday.
You know what would be crazy? Rock pops up after a curb stomp, only to get dragged back down with the Cody cutter.
Hold on, huh?
That might be kind of hard. Just saying.
As for
You also gotta be careful in this
Yeah.
match, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
this could really fuck up night 2 if something goes wrong. However,
I'll say it.
as for
I trust him.
who's gonna win, I feel like you have to have Bloodline win here because it will make
Right.
night 2. It will make the main event more interesting. I feel.
Yeah.
Bloodline wins.
With how every time, just Roman and Rock just beat the shit out of Seth and Cody, it's a little hard to see them like win here.
Especially since last year Roman and Cody had their really good like traditional singles match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this year they should turn it up with a no DQ.
Right, like even if Seth and Cody were to win, I think it'd be very hard for WWE to be like, yeah, this will just be a regular match between Cody and Roman.
Roman's gonna find a way to cheat.
No interference at all. It's like, nah, that fucker with no aura, Solo's gonna pull up in his hoodie, spike Cody, whatever the hell. Once that ref goes down, it's like, all right, here comes the bloodline.
Yeah.
That's what
crowd
I'm
to
wondering. If
Yep.
no, regardless of who wins on night 1, I really think they're gonna run back that spot from last year, and Cody's gonna kick out.
That'll be
He is, yeah.
that'll be great.
Whether he wins or not remains to be seen. We can discuss that more on night 2. But yeah, that's like this has been the most talked about match in Mania, so I don't really feel there's a lot to discuss here.
I think what I will say though, I think a lot of people really want to see Cody and Rock like brawl in this match, because I think once we get to the point in the match where both Cody and Rock in the ring, that's when people will go crazy.
Roman been putting up no numbers this feud. I'll be honest
Right.
with you, Chief.
Yeah, Roman had Monday to surprise us, and
Typical Bloodline promo. Blah blah blah. Your wife's clothes.
yeah.
I think we are sort of running the gambit with all the hype for night 2 is being built off of the night 1 main event.
Literally everything being
Yeah.
stacked against Cody.
Yeah. Because as soon as it says night 2 is bloodline rules, then the gears start turning.
I just think the match is gonna be a lot better if it's no DQ.
Right, because at this point, we already expect every Roman match to have interference. So when you have that ref spot, it's like, okay, we were expecting this already. This is literally the part we were waiting for.
This match. Actually, let's just talk about this when we get to it. But moving on to night 2, we got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament.
I think it'll be a good match.
It will be. I
It'll
don't
be
give a
fun.
shit though.
Yeah,
Yeah, whoever wins, honestly.
I'm glad to
Alright.
see. Both Cross and Bobby on the card.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
hard, but
yeah.
this
Like
feud
the
is-
unfortunate timing with like Bray's whole thing going there
Yeah.
prevented Bobby from getting on the card last year. And I mean, Karrion Cross is like one of the first guys Triple H brought back. So to see him get this stage is nice to see.
Alfie.
Yeah, this.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Alfie. You want to introduce yourself real quick?
Oh, hello. My name is Alfie.
You should
Oh,
look at the
gorgeous.
stream and see the photo I used for you.
The what?
You should look at the stream and see the photo I used for you.
Well, let me see this.
Just put a link in chat. There you go.
That's peak.
We just started discussing night 2.
Night 2? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
we're talking about Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament.
I guess real quick,
Yeah. Tell us your thoughts about night 1 before we head on to a snooze fest.
that's crazy.
All right.
I'm being a hater. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I need to take a look at the card again.
I
Okay,
can
take
I
your
can screenshot it real quick if you want me to.
Okay, I think I got it. All right, so judging by Triple H's tweet, I think I think the way he posted it is the top of the card down to the bottom of the card. So the tag match for Ray and Dragon Lee versus Escobar and Dom as the opener. I'd say what I've gotten from this more is Dom's interactions with Legado del Fantasma. Hold on. So Dom's interactions with Legado and how it's rubbing off on the Judgment Day. I've been kind of that's what I get from that feud more than them against Ray and Dragon Lee.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about how this first match with Legado versus LWO is tying into the Judgment Day story. Kind of like how the Jimmy and Jey Uso story is tied in with the Bloodline story.
Yeah.
We didn't really go into that.
Yeah, I feel like it's more focused on that and not actually between Dom, Santos, and Ray.
It's still
Also
going to be
crazy.
a good match, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I say
Also-
unfortunately because I don't like Dominic Mysterio.
Come on.
You just don't know ball. I'm sorry.
Blazer.
Don't bridge. Don't bridge.
But let's not start. Let's move on.
Let's see, Jade, Bianca, and Naomi versus Damage Control. I believe that is gonna cook a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
But having them go on second, I honestly don't know where else to put them on the card for that day, which is kind of a bummer.
I feel like they could have opened,
Well-
but all these matches seem like they're gonna be really good, so I don't think this is like one of the few WrestleManias where match order won't really matter.
Yeah.
Let's see what's next. The 6-pack ladder match. So from Raw,
We did talk about how Michael Cole explained the rules.
okay.
How you had to grab both titles, or both sets of titles, or the match would not end. Or both. He didn't say you had to get both of them. He just said both of them had to be grabbed, or else the match wouldn't end.
Yeah. He
else?
kept emphasizing that a lot.
And
during
we
the
all
episode.
pretty much agreed that they were gonna split the titles
It's
here.
gonna be split, yeah.
Mhm.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm thinking is, what if somebody from somebody from SmackDown grabbed the Raw titles and somebody from Raw grabbed the SmackDown titles.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Would
Yeah,
they
just-
be traded?
Time for a trade.
I assume either the teams swap or the teams trade their titles.
I think the teams will just go to the other show, honestly.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
We
if
don't
they
need to
did
do
that.
that.
R-Truth grabbing the SmackDown titles.
Oh god, he would do that.
He would do that shit.
I have a hard time feeling that that'll happen though.
Yeah, but I guess with this lineup, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, because we have more Raw teams than SmackDown teams on this.
Yeah. I mean, you could say the same for if two Raw teams grab both sets, or two SmackDown teams grab both sets.
I mean, you know, as I said before, Awesome Truth. They're getting titles.
All right, Jay versus Jimmy.
Ooh,
Hmm.
so
No. I guess since they reintroduced the feud after like a long hiatus from it, I don't think there's that much build up for them.
Yeah, they didn't get a lot of time.
How-
But the time they did get, I think they did really well with. But
And I think it's more so because of how much Jimmy is involved with Roman stuff. It kind of like takes away more time for him against Jay.
it also doesn't help
That
that The
makes
Rock
sense.
be fucking yapping.
Yeah, that shit was terrible. IC Championship, Gunther versus Sammy. So I can get a sense of how they're going into this match with Chad Gable pretty much being the coach and kind of doing this Rocky-esque type of storyline. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think Sammy might actually get the win.
Yeah, nobody,
I'll kill
that's
you.
what I said. Nobody's agreeing with me. Nobody
two
agreed with me.
We have two believers in the call.
Put that belief down.
Look at these two
General.
believing. Look at these two believing in the abominable human spirit.
Damn,
Well-
bruh. That's the ring general.
I'm an Undertale fan. I have to.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, if Sammy had to face like the number one guy, last year, you know,
No.
Come
okay.
on.
I will say I definitely buy the case after I bought the case more after Blaze was explaining the reasoning, but I still, you know, I think Gunther's holding that title. I do think Gunther at some point this year does lose the title, but not before Bash at Berlin.
Bro, what if? Alright, I'll say this whenever we get there, but there's just a thought I just had. I'll keep that one in the chamber.
Okay. Let's see. Co-main event, the Women's World Championship match. Let's see. I think they did a pretty good job at building for it. Especially with the interview videos that they've been doing over this week. I think Rhea Ripley was on, or both of them, were they on Ariel Helwani's like podcast?
Yeah. MMA hour.
Rhea was on that podcast, and then Becky crashed the interview.
Okay.
She sure
yeah.
did.
And then
She said I'm outside.
I do remember also Becky having a video with Good Mythical Morning and those guys.
Oh, they did the Mythical Kitchen.
Yeah.
Shit for the last
Yeah, I watched that. It was pretty nice. They be promoting the shit out of her book.
Oh my God.
Blues, baby.
They made the AR out of this stuff.
They did, yeah.
And it's in the fucking White House.
Yeah.
That shit really got
Oh.
That shit really got nudes in there.
Yeah, I think they did.
It sure does.
This match.
Big who?
I think they did a good job of building this match. And then the tag match with Cody and Seth versus Rock and Roman.
I just remembered that video. I'm doing my part, and I'm doing my part, and I'm doing my part, and I ain't doing fucking shit.
I ain't do shit.
Listen, Roman put up no numbers this feud, I have to say.
But that's all I got.
It sounds about in character for him.
His feud with Cody last year was really good.
But he was clearly letting The Rock get in some few bars, man. You know,
He let him speak too much, if you ask me.
Too much, yeah.
He had to let him cook, you know, get the rust off. You know,
It's crazy
he could just
because
go.
Cody said that thing about, I think you're just Roman's side chick for fucking WrestleMania. Honestly,
That's a fucking lie.
I've been feeling the opposite.
Yeah.
Roman is Rock's
Whoa,
side
whoa.
chick.
Even though
Yeah.
it's a side bitch.
People have been saying this ever since Rock came back, that Roman got little broed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't, little bro.
I expect that to be a plot point later on.
This
That,
is this
Roman is finally
probably
gonna
gonna
fucking
lead
wake
to a
up.
feud with The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock said,
All I know is, well, all my guess is that it'll definitely be a bloodline news.
Yeah, that pretty much seems to be the unanimous
Yeah.
decision. Not only the call, but everybody with half a brain.
That's my consensus.
can't wait to do
Anyways,
Woe 2 times in a row.
Going back to night 2, Bobby.
Hey,
I'm glad that Bobby Lashley is on the card. I'm glad the Street Profits are on the card.
This
But
feud
man, this
is
feud
such
sucks.
a nothing burger. It's such a nothing burger.
It sucks.
I think what's their name? What's their fucking
Authors of Pain.
I think the authors
Or
of Pain
Final
suck.
Testament.
I think the Final
What shit?
Come on, those are Seth's disciples.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Not
They
anymore.
should have stayed in school.
Oh no.
Like, bro, I do not care.
That's
Like,
Testament.
come on.
I don't think you'd be alone in that sentiment outside of like all of us here.
I think we'll get a Bobby Lashley dub, and he needs
Definitely.
I want a Bobby Lashley dub.
Better be. I didn't sit through this entire feud just to see him and the Street Profits lose.
I wanted Bobby Lashley to get a cooler dub though.
Hmm.
I'll eat my fucking words if that match is
Yeah.
a banger.
Oh no, I refuse.
Yeah.
It has to be. Yes.
It'll
Yeah,
probably
we're-
be good,
No way.
but
Yeah, they're gonna have Bobby Spear cross through the Liberty Bell.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, isn't this like a Philadelphia street fight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's just gonna be like a no rules
Cheesesteaks,
match.
baby,
and
yes.
Them in the ring and shit.
oh yeah, that'll probably be really good.
Speaking of
Yeah, it's a
stipulations-
tornado tag match, pretty much.
Yeah. Speaking of stipulations, I'm just gonna quickly throw this out there. Jimmy versus Jay should have been Hell in a Cell.
It should
We're
have
not
had
there yet.
something.
We're not there
Should have
yet.
had something, yeah.
This is why I
Someone
fully
said it
believe
should have
this
been
is
a
just the
clip.
start of the feud.
Yeah.
SummerSlam Hell in a Cell? I'll take it.
And now that we've gotten the mid out of the way,
Whoa!
Next match is LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
LA Knight versus
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
So many niggas are saying this match is gonna be bad. It's
Yeah.
LA Knight and
Ah.
AJ Styles.
How?
People
How,
people
dude?
don't have brains, dude.
This is
Oh,
the
God.
probably the best built feud on the card.
That
I've-
isn't Cody and the Bloodline.
I've been
Yeah.
loving this
It's
feud.
AJ Styles and LA Knight.
It's such a good feud, man.
Like people
Yeah.
always sleep on AJ so much. I remember vividly when AJ was booked against Shane. I think it was WrestleMania 33.
Oh,
Yeah.
And people were going up and down like,
Opener.
"Oh, this match is gonna suck." Blah
And
blah
that shit
blah. And that
fucking
shit ended up being one of the best matches of the night.
Oh
People
God.
people keep doubting AJ Styles. People keep doubting LA Knight, and I just tune all of that out because I know exactly what I see. So I'm very excited for this match.
That match.
TNA.
It's fucking
We
Wins
again.
again. Hey, thank you, Sting.
AJ flew
I'm
all
gonna tweet that
the way to
video out when the
Australia.
match ends.
Wait, Alfie just said it. AJ flew all the way to goddamn Australia. And very likely cost LA Knight the World Heavyweight Championship.
He flew
Such
from
hater activity.
He flew from Gainesville, Georgia to Perth, Australia.
Does anybody know
And
how
that
long
was
of
the
a
hater
flight
you
that
gotta
is?
be to do that shit.
That's like at least has to be 12 hours.
Well, considering he probably had to drive to Hartsfield Jackson, let me see.
And I think that's all he was there for. I
People,
don't think he was there for anything else.
people are forgetting.
Haha, over a day.
My God.
Literally one of the literally the most the fastest flight I see is 1 day and 11 hours.
Wow.
Christ.
Hell no.
That nigga's a super hater
That
then.
was-
No. Holy shit.
Bro flew at least 35 hours.
People are forgetting, ever since AJ Styles came back, he's been wrestling like it's 2016 again.
Mm-hmm.
See how buff AJ is, bro?
He has been.
That man looks like a rock.
Bro, what's with these
No pun intended.
wrestlers? What's with these wrestlers going into like the training room and then coming back buff as shit? CM Punk looks like he's getting buffer.
Yeah.
Randy Orton
Randy.
came back looking like he was made out of marble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Randy Orton has a new peak right now.
And AJ is like fucking ripped. This is like insane.
This is the best shape I've ever seen him in. And
Yeah.
I expect nothing. I expect this to be the best match, or one of the best matches of the night.
I think it'll be match of the. I think it'll be the match of Sunday, 100%.
Also, the LA Knight yet is gonna be insanely loud.
The
Night
LA
too.
Knight
Oh.
entrance.
Bro. Oh.
Hopefully
need-
they don't debut AJ Styles' new music.
Yeah, at
Players-
WrestleMania. Right.
Oh, I forgot
From-
about
from-
that.
Yeah, AJ Styles getting new music from what I think they're gonna do. I am.
Yeah, this TNA music.
But this TNA
But
on the
they-
rest
That would
of
be
the-
hard.
It's TNA
Jordan Grace just was there.
Death
So honestly,
Rebelified.
Def Rebelified.
I just don't
Oh,
want Death
no.
Rebel sleepers, bro.
I can't think of a worse fate.
But yeah, but you know, I do think LA Knight will get the win though,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, LA Knight should win this. Yeah.
because I think AJ Styles could do with a loss and go ruin his career,
Yeah.
and I do think LA Knight leaves 2024 with a title reign under his belt. Not necessarily like exiting 2024 to 2025 with a title. I just think that LA Knight will hold gold at some point this year.
Mhm.
And I think a win
Yeah.
against one of the best or one of the most decorated like wrestlers that have like just fucking done so much shit, will definitely help carry his momentum into that title ring.
Moving right along, the next match is for the United States Championship. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens.
Logan Paul's winning, but that match is gonna bang.
Yeah, this will
Yeah.
definitely be a fun match. Me personally, I would have preferred to see Logan in a one-on-one match, just because
Yeah.
I'm not really admittedly, I'm not really a fan of multi-man matches. That's not to say I don't enjoy watching them. I think it would have helped Logan a lot to have a one-on-one, like a serious one-on-one match with either one of these guys, just to like just elevate him some more.
Good
Yeah.
shit, good shit.
But
I
he's
just
been.
want-
My thing is, I think they felt like they were doing nothing but one-on-one matches, so they wanted to test him and see how I do in a multi-man match.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's also true. We haven't really seen Logan in like a multi-man match.
And he
Wait,
pretty much has
That
an
wasn't a tag
advantage
match.
for his heel tactics this time.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's true. So that does give it an extra layer of oh well, we walk out as champion.
But yeah, this one's pretty cut and dry. Logan probably, most likely wins here. And
Yeah, I don't see him
probably gonna fight
dropping
Miz
this
in
title.
Miz at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Here's the big question: who takes the pin?
Probably KO.
I think yeah, I think
Yeah.
Owens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Randy's
Is-
feeling nice, then he will.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't think the KO Logan feud lasts past WrestleMania. I wonder if
No.
because Randy and KO are buddies in kayfabe.
Yeah, usually in the build-up to these matches, they have like the two guys that would obviously not have any reason to just jump the champion, like have something going on between them to where it's like, okay, yeah, now they'll fight each other. But they haven't done that in the build-up to this match.
They've been teaming up with each other.
Right.
Doing a lot.
That's
It's like,
that's
Randy,
R
I did it.
KO.
Honestly, you
Yeah.
know what'd be fun? Once we get those SmackDown tag team titles back, they go
on.
Oh, I'd
they go-
love to see another
They
tag
go-
team run
yeah.
from Randy.
RKO.
Yeah, they go on a little mini tag team run.
That'd be
Can't wait
fun.
for Logan Paul to be flying and he catches an RKO.
Yeah.
Like they get a tag team run in between like two PLEs.
Mhm.
Calm down.
But yeah,
Next
Logan's
up
winning.
is the women's championship. Io Sky
My-
versus Bailey.
My night one main event that'll be on night two.
It's pretty much
Match is
the.
gonna bang.
This is pretty much the triple. What the next matches is pretty much the triple main event.
Yeah.
Events.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they decide to have the World Heavyweight Championship open, but that's not the way it's listed. But Io Sky versus Bailey, I think Bailey wins.
Bailey wins. It's gonna hurt because I
Bailey,
like
yeah.
you a lot, but Bailey's gonna win it.
Yeah. Everything. This feud has actually done a fantastic job at being built up. And
Yeah.
it's so crazy, like the turnaround with Damage Control now, because like it's first year. Everyone's like, oh man, these guys are just jobbers.
Yeah,
they're
they were
losing all
getting
the
bitched by
time.
Bianca.
Yeah,
I definitely remember us like on like while we were watching SmackDown, just keep talking about how we didn't give a fuck about Damage Control. And then now Damage Control has definitely built itself up to be
I would like
very
I would like to think it started ramping up again when Kyrie returned.
yeah.
I'd say.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I think
Before
earlier than that. I think once Io won the title, that's when
Personally, I think it
People
was
started
when
putting
Io
eyes on
became
him.
Miss Money in the Bank.
really.
Yeah.
I could see
They
that.
had that spot in the
I can
ladder
agree with
match
that.
where Bailey and Becky were on the ladder and Io climbed over Bailey.
Yeah.
I think the point is that there have definitely been amazing stepping stones taken to where to build up Damage Control as like an interesting faction. that it
Yeah.
is now.
These ladies are proof that like being patient helps.
Yeah, because
Because
be honest, we felt the same way about the Judgment Day when it first started.
yeah, right.
Because Io Bailey is a pretty good rivalry. Building on that, starting off as just Io, Dakota Kai, and Bailey, and then eventually we got
Kyrie and Asuka.
Kairi Sane, and then Asuka joined. Like, I didn't think Asuka was gonna be a part of a faction for like, and then like Kairi came back and was like, well, Kairi's here, Asuka.
The children yearn to cheer for Bailey and for her
Yeah,
to have
right.
that babyface world title
Yeah.
reign. That's not
It's
slandered
been-
by Vince.
It's been so long since. It's been so long. Sorry. It's been so long since like Bailey was a babyface, and a babyface that just feels more. I don't want to say genuine because I feel like the hugger thing's like also part of her, but it's like just more of just a natural like persona.
Yeah.
Serious baby face
Yeah.
image.
Let's
Like she's
re-release
just
that.
like she's
let's
just her
re-release
chill
that shirt.
self.
Let's re-release that shirt and make it harder to look like the N-word is on it.
Yeah.
And
I've seen
she's one of
too
the
many images
like-
that-
Like people were definitely ready to want to cheer Bailey again, just because this is a brand new version of her.
Yeah.
and she's like one of the few baby faces that actually uses logic.
Who's her first opponent after she beats Io? Or who do y'all
Probably
think?
Io again.
Yeah, she an EO rematch or just like having to go through the gauntlet of damage control.
I get you.
She can feud with damage
Dakota.
control.
I think she could.
Honestly,
Yeah,
She could feud with Dakota. I think that would be pretty
that
cool.
would cook.
I think she could circle back to Bianca.
Mm.
Hold
Reverse the
on.
dynamic of it.
Hold on. Hold on.
Jade feud. Asuka feud.
Yeah,
Honestly.
there's a lot of things you could do with a Bailey title reign. In the similar vein, there's a lot of things you could do with a Sami Zayn title reign.
After the draft, some of the Raw women getting swapped over to SmackDown or wherever Bailey ends up next.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Give
feuds.
me a Bailey Kyrie match.
Like, I don't see Bailey winning is just
I do
possibilities on
wonder
possibilities.
what happens to damage control after WrestleMania. I'd like to see a Kyrie Asuka feud.
Yo.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
I think they need to stick around more as the Kabuki Warriors
Yeah.
before they go headfirst into that.
They still need to lose the tag titles, I just realized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Once again, the women's tag titles are the only titles not being defended this weekend.
I guess that is the one thing I can't really think ahead to the future and just wait and see what they do with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'm just biased, but just I still want damage control to be together just because I have no idea what they could do with them once they're separated.
Yeah. It's more of a thing we have to just wait and see.
Problem that would be solved if we had a mid-card title for the women.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's.
Was the next match is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
I
DM
can't
Hump.
wait for Damian Priest to win that match, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna mention. I think Drew wins here, and Damian cashes in on him.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Walks out World
That'd be
Heavyweight
the
Champion.
funniest thing.
Yeah.
I'm
So
definitely adding
sick.
that to the WrestleMania drinking game.
Nah, bro.
Because it's too good to not pass up, and everybody keeps bitching about Damian with the briefcase.
Right.
They've been making him look strong with over the past 2 weeks, or past few weeks, not 2 weeks.
Yeah, Priest just he's just over everything now.
Yeah. And what's more is I actually would go as far back to say ever since Royal Rumble he's looked as strong as ever, really.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
think
can't
there's
wait.
one part in me that wants to see him cash in mid match just to call back with Seth's cash in
I'll have to be a
Yo.
triple threat.
like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
I stood the century callback.
God damn,
I-
that was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
That shit's amazing.
What I wonder is to what level of involvement would Punk have in the match?
He is
think-
Oh yeah,
he'll
'cause
probably-
Yeah, he is on
Yeah.
commentary.
I expect him to take at least one bump.
I don't know. I feel like they don't want to take any risks of hurting Punk at all,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so like just having him take a bump would be.
Oh, what if? Okay, so what if after Drew wins the title, Punk fucking attacks him from behind, and that's when Damian comes out and costs him the title?
And then
My God.
that
Oh.
just elevates. That
I
just
just-
elevates
I just don't know how you
their
do that
feud even
without.
more.
I just don't know how you do that without having Punk give Drew a GTS, and Punk is not giving Drew a GTS with that arm brace on.
Chairs,
with one arm.
weapons exist.
But yeah,
He can hit that
Yeah.
nigga.
But would he wear? But wouldn't he be wearing a sling though? You know.
John Cena hit that nigga with a pipe.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't personally. I see. My prediction is that Drew wins the title match. Damian Priest cashes in. Damian Priest wins the cash in, and then in their rematch, Drew wins the title back.
but
I could see that.
wouldn't Seth also have a rematch clause?
It'd be a triple threat rematch.
Mm.
Yeah, I
And
feel
then
like
with,
that.
with that, it's free game for Punk.
Yeah.
If he doesn't decide to do shit in that
Mm.
match.
He'll be back at SummerSlam, most likely.
Mhm. But I think we are all in agreement that Seth, your run is over,
But yeah, Seth is cooked.
Yeah.
If he somehow, like, I love Seth to pieces, but if he somehow walks out of WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Championship, as
Bro,
World
Hogan.
Heavyweight Champion, I'll be shocked.
Bro Hogan's his
Yeah,
way into
I'm
a
gonna-
victory.
Especially
I
after the tag match.
Yeah, that too, because like, what level of physicality would they subject Seth to where he
I-
could plausibly lose to Drew?
I think not Drew. I
Yeah,
think
I
Seth
think so.
does. I think Seth does lose that World Heavyweight Championship match, but I also think Seth still gets involved with Roman Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
I think that's a given. Like
No
regardless
way he doesn't.
if he wins or loses his title match, he's gonna be involved in this
Bruh.
whole debacle.
Seth gets
Between
pinned twice at
Cody and
WrestleMania. I'd say he deserved to lose that title.
Let's transition straight into the main event. Cody Rhodes versus
My
Roman
God.
Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Match
Sorry,
can go
Roman.
so many different ways.
I'd
Yeah.
say-
Sorry, Roman Reigns, but your Mickey Mouse reign is up.
I'd say
I-
at least 1 hour.
Let's just
Match
say I do not expect this to be a wrestling match.
No.
Oh no,
No,
it is
not
This
at
is
all.
the-
Sorry, fellas. This is Avengers Endgame.
Bloodline rules. We're gonna have. I can't even imagine what they would do for
I don't even know.
Bloodline rules. They're gonna have The Rock come out in like a Versace ref shirt, be special guest referee. Fucking
So we'll sing the national anthem.
Solo will sing the national.
His solo
anthem.
sings.
Jimmy's gonna be the timekeeper.
Oh brother.
This is I don't know. I would kind of roll my eyes a little bit if they try to present this as like a regular wrestling match, for like the first couple of minutes and then transition to the whole like clusterfuck.
Yeah.
But it's like
Most overbooked match wrestling.
yeah, we've seen this already. We already know how this is gonna turn out. They don't pad this out. I think I would much rather if they just directly got into the whole
So-
like madness of it.
One of the things I was gonna say earlier, but I wanted to save it for this segment, is I think this match, if Roman does lose here, and if it is his last last run, or his last match with the title. I think this should be a Roman's greatest hits match of doing all the tribal chief spots that we expect with some twists on it and stuff.
I'm down.
Just a giant crescendo of Roman matches.
It's a big word.
Shoot, I should make a
I
prediction
just-
of how many Roman ref bumps
Yeah,
we're
we-
gonna have.
We get the ref bump, we get the fucking pulling the ref out the ring, the Jimmy super kick, the spike, everything, and what I would like to happen, we don't know if it is, because honestly I really thought Cody had it last year, and look where that got me. But I would like Cody to win.
Man, it would be so insane to have Cody win back-to-back Royal Rumble
And
not
lose
give him
back
the
to
title.
back.
And
WrestleMania.
people are so sure that Roman's gonna retain still.
And not to mention the fact
It's a tribal chief.
that shut up. Not to mention the fact that they've been so blatant with the fact that The Rock has said, everybody's been saying that this is Cody's last chance to get the WWE title.
Oh
It's
god.
over.
man.
I
And
don't.
if Cody
wouldn't-
doesn't win, what do you do with him?
Alright.
I don't know, but it could happen. And I'm trying not to boldly declare that Cody's gonna win or say he's gonna win because I don't know.
He
I
sure
really
is gonna
don't.
be making a bag, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody did just sign a new multi-year deal with the WWE.
Yep, to become the champion next year, baby. Let's go.
That'd be so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I hope Cody wins, but sometimes you just never fucking know.
Yeah.
Dave Priest concussion.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Triple H can pull his biggest fuck. That's gonna be Triple H's biggest fuck you.
But
you smashed
I
my
will keep.
throne.
If Cody Rhodes loses, I will keep what I said true. You guys will not hear from me for a week.
Oh no.
I will be all elite.
Okay.
I'll also post
Nah.
I will post the Neptune MB is all elite picture.
No, you won't.
No.
We all don't mean that.
I don't mean it. I'll still post it.
I can't even say it as a joke. I've tried so many times to give that show a chance, and I can't even be all elite as a joke.
You guys see MJF tweet about
Yeah, The Rock
the fact that
tweeted at
Rock-
Dwayne.
That was his
Yeah.
first tweet. It's such a long time.
His first tweet since losing his championship at that December pay-per-view. And it was quote it was quote tweeting Dwayne complimenting the artist that drew like that frame of when he attacked Cody on Raw, and by sheer coincidence the artist was Max's ex-fiance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I actually didn't know
That's
that
a-
part of the story.
Yeah. So, if Cody does win. Right. Because his first opponent.
Yeah. I
The
very
champ-
much want
The Rock.
Cody to win, and it's just
I definitely think Cody has a bunch of like title matches beforehand. Cody's mission with the WWE title is definitely gonna be to reinstill it as more of a workhorse title.
Yeah.
No rare PLE title reign or like title defenses. Honestly, I see Cody having a title defense on like this
on TV.
Yeah, on TV. Like, when's the last time Roman had a title defense on TV?
2022
Matt
against
Riddle.
Riddle.
Yeah, it's Riddle, yeah.
There's nobody left. I smashed them all.
And that's another thing why I don't want Roman to win. There's literally nobody left.
Nobody left, right?
Oh,
Absolutely nobody at all.
What is there for
Like,
Roman to do?
you could
that
do a
doesn't-
thing with
that
Punk,
needs the title.
But like, it's going to Drew is a lot more interesting.
Right.
Yeah. And
I don't really think Punk and Roman need a title.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Roman, every like storyline that has like Roman involved now doesn't need a title. Rock versus Roman doesn't need a title.
Yeah, and even back
Rock
when he
versus
had
Solo,
the title,
not
like, we've been
Roman
saying
versus Solo doesn't need a title. Yeah, Jay versus Roman didn't need a title. Like, honestly, the only match after Cody versus Roman that probably needed a title was LA Knight. Because LA Knight LA Knight wasn't really about bloodline stuff. LA Knight was about wanting a title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think Solo would be like
every other feud Roman had after Cody last year didn't need a title.
Yeah. I think
Because
Solo
he
is
was
gonna be like
barely
the next Paul Heyman guy.
Because at this point, being the tribal chief is enough of a reason to want to fight Roman.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because this is, honestly, I think this is what the Bloodline story needs. I think it needs Roman to lose the title.
Roman to finally have that like downfall moment and seeing how he handles that.
It's going to be really, it'll be interesting to see his character taken in a different direction because of that. Instead of, I'm the tribal chief, I smashed them all.
Like, what happens after?
Acknowledge me.
I mean, you could also say the same thing for Cody if he walks out the champion.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna go to Raw or is he gonna go to SmackDown?
He's probably gonna.
He's probably getting.
I see him winning the championship being on SmackDown, and then they draft the titles around so that the WWE Championship will be on Raw and the World Title will be on SmackDown.
Like the good old days.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All that's missing is a spinner belt.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that shit's never coming back. Much as I actually do like the spinner belt, it's probably never gonna come back.
What do you think happens with Solo after this shit?
Solo
Jimmy.
I'd say.
Yeah, Solo starts to feud with Roman, becoming the next tribal chief.
Solo needs something, man.
Right.
Solo,
Yeah.
He has it.
Yeah,
it's
he
just
had
not
it.
shown.
And then they took it
joke-
away.
We joke about it all the
They
time.
took
but
it from me, Carmine.
Solo has no aura. Jimmy has more aura.
Jimmy's actually fucking hilarious.
Jimmy's a goober. He has a personality.
That's the John Cena effect.
Sure.
John Cena needs to stop putting over young talent.
Right, we don't want to see you lose, bro.
It has failed twice.
I do.
Now.
Hey, I do. You don't need to.
I don't think
He
ever since
did
2018.
He did not put over Austin Theory. He did not put over Solo.
He didn't even really put over Bray.
Like, come on.
And I'm not talking about the fucking Wyatt family Bray. I'm talking about the Fiend.
Yeah.
When he
I
had
expect.
their
yeah.
match.
Yeah, I expect a couple Cena dubs when he does his final run.
I hope we get that one last title reign of him just going full Super Cena for the one time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a story that I saw somebody make, or like fan story of, and I thought it was pretty cool. Is after, like, once we get Cody versus Rock, The Rock wins, and then it's Rock versus Cena again.
That better not be a WrestleMania.
Yeah. And then Cena
Yeah,
wins, Cena wins against Rock, and then Cena immediately goes, "Hey Cody, you want the title back?" And then they have a match.
I mean, if you think about
It was put much more like eloquently and thought provoking than I said it.
Yeah.
But I really fucked with the idea.
I really would like one last Punk and Cena match.
I mean,
Just so their last match wasn't on a Raw.
I think because like Cena Orton, Cena Punk, like we definitely like there's some like rematches
Oh.
that we need
you
to have.
also got to
Cena
keep in
Punk for the
mind
championship?
that he has said multiple times that he is free WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, we're
Well, see,
probably
that's
gonna
the
see him
thing,
at
Rick.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, y'all think
Getting-
Cena showed up?
We're getting Avengers. Cena is definitely helping Cody on night 2.
I think Stone Cold coming.
Yeah,
Maybe.
It would be a fun
Maybe,
pop. But it'd be hilarious because like Austin literally has no involvement with the bloodline.
Oh God, you just
Aside-
hate The Rock.
Aside from
The Rock.
just screwing over Dwayne one last time.
yeah, bro.
That'd be the funniest thing.
Stone Cold coming through. You know what? Yeah, we
Cold,
need another
Stone
over the top Rock stunner.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Austin comes out and gives Rock a stunner, Rock's gonna blow out both his quads trying to do that sell he does for the stunner.
That's the thing about this Mania. It's 40 years of WrestleMania. I feel like you need to do everything. It's
40 years.
more-
God damn.
More than anything, this Mania could be one of the best if they just make the right decisions. And
I
even
already thought 39 was pretty good. It's just about to be even better.
It'll
There's full control now with Triple H, so it's gonna be a lot.
this main event will just be all spectacle. I'm so glad because like
Yeah.
last year we got the match. That was
I-
like a great match. This year is just gonna be just everything, just chaos.
I haven't
gonna
been
be-
so excited for a
fun.
Mania in a long
that's
time.
why
I keep-
I want this to be every single Roman Reigns match ever.
I keep
We didn't
calling
even,
this
like-
the end game, but I think like Endgame, not the best movie, but it's not really meant to be experienced as a movie. It is an event. It is a spectacle. It is a theme park ride. Shout out Martin Scorsese. But that's how I want and that's how I feel Roman versus Cody 2 will be.
This is why I wonder how would they even present the match,
Yeah.
because I'd feel a little taken out of it if they just immediately go into oh, here comes the bloodline screwing over Cody like almost immediately.
I
But
don't think
then
they'll
if
do
you
that.
But then if you just try to frame it as a match, a regular match to begin with, then it's just like, okay, well now we're just waiting for the the stuff to go down. So I'm really curious to see how they balance it out.
I think we
Yeah.
start getting. I think how we get it is that Roman comes down with the whole bloodline, Rock included, and they are all chilling ringside,
Oh,
and
brother.
they start teasing involvements in the match. They start.
Ah,
going,
yeah.
"Ooh." They kind of
Shit talking the entire time.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Rock yapping at ringside.
like distracting coding and all that. And
The moment Rock tries to
match.
cutting a promo mid match.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
side
The
note.
moment-
Side note, I hope Punk is doing commentary for the whole night and not just for the world title match.
I would love for that to
It'd
be
be
the
awesome,
thing.
but he is probably just the special guest commentator for
For
the World
Drew
Heavyweight
and stuff.
Championship.
He said in that interview, I think, that he didn't know if he was doing the entire night or not.
Yeah,
I think he said he was open to doing that.
I hope that
I would hope so.
I was hoping that CM Punk would host WrestleMania 40 because
CM Punk and Cena host.
because what I was feeling, like a back of my head prediction was that CM Punk would call for the bell to be rung, and for the match to restart.
Oh, that just like how The Rock restarted his match.
WrestleMania 27.
Yeah.
Oh no, not that.
No.
The other match
Royal
was the
Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Yeah.
That'd be so funny and great. Oh man.
Yeah, we don't really know who's hosting. I mean,
John Cena.
Mink
Also,
Meek
Mill.
Oh
Mill.
God, I
Yeah.
forgot he was.
Anyways, can we talk about how mainstream wrestling has become within the past like year?
I think we
God.
mean
Literally?
the WWE. I'm so sick of AEW riding the coattails of WWE. Talking about some wrestling in general. Is it? No,
Yeah.
you bitch.
We need
The
to.
WWE is up right now, not
we-
you,
we need
amateur
to
hour
remember,
fucks.
My
the
God.
Jimmy.
But you told me.
The Jimmy Fallon show is happening right now, or the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon is happening right now, and The Rock and Roman are on.
I thought it was.
Oh, right
I
now.
thought it'd be later.
No, I mean,
Nah.
no, they're on site right now. I think the show actually does start at 10, but they're
Yeah,
but
it starts at like 11:30.
But
Hey, Tribal
but the,
Chief.
but the Tonight Show has Roman Reigns and The Rock on it. Cody has been doing press this whole day. Like honestly, I think Cody and Seth are going to be on the Tonight Show.
probably.
I think there will be a
Oh, they
confrontation
could.
tonight.
But
Tribal
just
Chief.
the amount of I've
Yeah.
seen so many different people like just on Twitter and TikTok like
Oh yeah.
getting into
In
it.
in all seriousness, it is crazy to see how like popping wrestling is.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you
today.
see how many
Is
sports
cool.
teams on TikTok?
Yeah.
Those sports teams on TikTok
Acknowledging
Roman
Roman.
Reigns.
Some of them have been starting to do the same thing with Cody.
Yeah, like they're
well.
like some of them are doing it with Cody too.
Uh,
Yeah, I
like
see.
this really is like, I think this is their biggest
Like honestly,
era
they
to
keep
date.
saying one of the biggest WrestleManias. This is the biggest WrestleMania.
It
yeah.
feels like the biggest one too, despite the
Oh,
32-esque curse that we've got with it.
Oh yeah.
even then, this one came
That
out
was
better
good.
than how 32 looked. So,
We don't know that yet.
nah, listen,
I mean,
bruh.
don't forget the WrestleMania 40 set gets revealed tomorrow. I've been seeing some picture leaks. I hope it's not as like basic as it kind of seems, but we're getting the
We'll
set
see
revealed
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Realistically, I don't think they're topping last year's.
They're not.
Yeah.
But
The stage was
last
just so
year's was lit.
perfect last year.
I just need the Liberty
Yeah.
Bell to be in a
Yeah,
prominent
and I mean,
position.
it was just because like last year's stadium had like a huge ass size for the stage.
Yeah, that
that
too.
stage
I
was
heard
The
things.
Hollywood
I heard
feel.
things about whatever the fuck the Philly stages or the stadium is called, where it's like it ain't really big enough to have that space
think
for
it's
like
the
an extravagant
the Lincoln
stage.
Financial Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Lincoln Financial Field, yeah. Like I heard, there's not a whole lot of space to work with in terms of a creative
it's-
stage setup.
It is a smaller stadium, and so I think that'll actually be to its benefit. Not
The
to
one
mention
is
that
supposed to
that,
be-
that stage is supposed to come
Oh,
to
you guys wanna-
2K24 this year.
You guys want to know what I'm excited for?
What?
That new version of Kingdom they've been teasing.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
funny thing, Cody's not using that at WrestleMania.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. Have you heard the most recent teaser for the new Kingdom
I've only
version?
heard the beginning.
I was excited for it, but then I heard the part. The second verse goes into more of like a rap style thing, and I don't hate rap. I'll never hate it,
Hmm.
but I don't want to sound like that white guy, you know. I listen to Eminem and Logic and video game OSTs.
That Woody and Buzz Lightyear video.
Yeah.
You guys always act like you're so much better than me.
But it is a weird tone shift.
God, I hate that
because
photos.
because it usually goes into that second verse where it's like lights go down, I'm ready now, and then but now it's like the lights go down, I'm ready now.
Have you heard the Snoop Dogg version of Kingdom?
Bro?
When he was in AEW.
Yeah.
Bro, that version. I will say though,
Come on, that's Big Snoop.
it's not bad. It's not bad. But I will say I'm glad that they're not performing it live.
This whole thing, like just how big wrestling is now really makes me happy.
Yeah, I've seen.
Just because I've lived through like some of the worst eras of WWE, so to see them be on the up again is
Yeah, like I was a
2018
closeted.
to 2020
I feel
was
so
bad.
vindicated. Yeah.
Yeah,
2015 hurt
I
me.
was like a closeted wrestling fan like during high school.
Oh,
Like-
say it.
Like literally, there are so many periods where I'm just like, all right, I'll just tune out and I'll come back for Mania season. But
Yeah.
from WrestleMania 38 to now, this has been probably the longest I've ever like kept up with wrestling,
Yeah,
like
this-
consistently.
Personally, this is one of the biggest shocks to come from the pandemic. Is getting back into wrestling.
Mm-hmm. We're just appreciating like the whole thing now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
And now
it's, I
that
mean,
now that rapist is gone,
Thank God.
Come on out.
you're not here to
rapist?
ruin the product.
Chosen one.
I saw
It's
these
crazy.
teenage
Who-
girls
who
going
chose
to
you?
shows and
What was his
posting about
name?
it. And I saw these girls on a podcast talking about Roman Reigns and stuff.
Yeah,
That
you saw
shit's
the
so-
clip too? They were
Yeah.
talking about how hot he is.
Yeah, it's just like, this
Yeah.
shit is reaching so far now. And I saw some streamers, like some new streamers that like aren't
Yeah.
known for
Bro,
wrestling reacting
I'm-
to stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
they
We
be
are
popping up
so-
on my
yeah,
YouTube
literally, I've
feed.
seen like I'm Dante's fucking reaction videos to
like
the
my
current WWE and my recommend. Like, oh
yeah,
damn.
my YouTube recommended right now it has I'm Dante reacts to Rollins confronting The Rock.
We are
Like,
so
Like
back.
it's crazy. We're here.
Like,
you know,
I'd be-
wrestling content creators are like popping off now. Have you
Like-
Santi's app? He started last year, and now
Ah.
he's at like 100K. No, 200K.
And fucking wrestling gifts and wrestling premiere holding it down.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd be wearing like my CM Punk and like
Yeah.
those shirts to work, and people would notice it,
Bro,
and
I
then
wore
I just like have like a
Yeah.
15-minute conversation with them.
I wore my CM Punk shirt to a mall last week, and somebody said, "Nice shirt."
Hmm.
And I was
I wore my
like,
CM Punk hoodie to class, and I talked to somebody about
Like
Raw
literally, I
that
went
day.
to like pick up my dog from a vet appointment, and as I was waiting to get picked up, one of the workers, as he was entering into the store, he said "best in the world." I'm like, yes sir. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
The
evolved
worst part
so
about
much.
the worst part about Punk coming back is I didn't need to buy that fucking AEW hoodie.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought back the classics, so we don't.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah,
Get
they're-
that
Yeah,
freedom.
you know.
there used to be this coworker at my job, and we just talk about like wrestling every like single week, because he had like he was a very old school wrestling fan. He got like a whole like shelf like display cases worth of belts from like the 80s and shit.
My God,
And
Wow.
those
we
some
went
ugly
to-
belts.
we went to Raw when they came here last year, and like he brought one of the he actually brought one of the WWF belts with him,
Oh, that's sick.
and yeah, unfortunately he got laid off like a while back, so
Oh no.
I haven't been
Damn.
able to talk to anybody that
No.
My dad fell off of it for a bit, but even now he's getting back into it. Because he's a
Oh,
real big
yeah.
rock fan, so of course he's starting to watch it. a bit
Oh
more.
yeah, same.
I got
Bro,
my
I-
friend June into it. She's gonna be watching with us on Sunday.
Nice.
I've been
So
connecting with my mom about wrestling. I didn't know she liked wrestling, and then I started vocalizing like about it to her. I went to SmackDown in Atlanta earlier this year.
Yeah,
She's just been talking about how much like she used to watch wrestling all the time, and like I've encouraged her to get back into it.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had a Peacock subscription, and so now like there's a real possibility that she could be watching like WrestleMania at the same time that I am.
My mom texted me, or my stepmom texted me when Punk came back, and she was like, "Yo, did you see this?" And I was, this is all just so insane to think about.
Right. Like my family will sometimes like in our like group chat they'll share clips from like Raws or SmackDown. Like last year at WrestleMania, they shared a clip from Ray and Dom's match where Dom was getting whipped by Ray. And I was like, wow. Because they know I used to watch it a lot as a kid, and so they noticed me getting back into it, being more open about liking wrestling again, and it's great to see just everything being up.
Chris
My
might
mom was
also
mad.
watch with us on Sunday, and he has a co-worker that talks to him about it too.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Even my mom, who wasn't like that, you can go out.
My yeah, so I think it was either yesterday or the day before I wore my John Cena shirt to work, and I see it in my team's chat. uh I got tagged by my boss, and because on Halloween uh I showed up to work with my John Cena shirt, the cap, and the sweatband, the sweatband, and like he was like making jokes about it, right?
Yeah.
So the other day I was wearing them. I'm in a different office from my boss right now. But somehow he just knew I was wearing the John Cena shirt.
That's the Cena sense.
Cause like he tagged me and he was like, if you're ever tired and worn out, just think about what would John Cena do. And I'm like, there's no way.
Nah, even my mom, who's not that big on wrestling, after her CM Punk came back, she was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
She's that's how big this shit's gotten.
Apparently, my family watched the Rumble over at my aunt's house, and I had no idea. I couldn't have gone with them because I was obviously streaming a reaction. But that's insane to think about.
It's just and just from the way things are looking, it's just gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
More international shows, literally every TV taping, every TV Raw and SmackDown sold out.
I mean, honestly,
We've
half
been
the
breaking records the whole year.
half the pay-per-views this year are international.
Vince was holding the back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got
Vince and his cuck squad.
Backlash, Backlash, and the
In
SmackDown
France.
before are in
And
France.
like
Money in the Bank and SmackDown are in
Canada.
Toronto.
Besides
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, the international crowds are so good.
damn, we
The
we haven't even
Bastion,
brought Saudi Arabia one time.
Bastion
They didn't-
Berlin.
That's the funniest thing. They have not announced a show for Saudi Arabia at
Well, their
all.
deal ends this year, doesn't it?
Oh, really?
I think it's next year.
I think they're supposed to have one more this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Clash of the Castles in Scotland.
Oh fuck.
You know,
That Punk and Drew match is definitely happening there.
Bastion. Bastion
Now will
Berlin
Punk
is
be
in
the biggest
Germany.
baby face there, the biggest heel there?
Probably.
That's left to be known.
They're hosting a SmackDown in Germany.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yes, the SmackDown before Bastion Berlin is
Yeah.
is
I
in
think
Germany.
they pretty much do that like with
Yeah, didn't they have
International
SmackDown in the
SmackDown.
UK last year before Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
yeah. And then they also had a SmackDown in Puerto Rico before Backlash.
Oh, the Puerto
Yeah.
Rican crowd was so good. And I know how much we meme on British people, but the British crowd was so good too.
Bro, yeah, the British Money in the Bank crowd was so good. They were like one of the first big, outside of the WrestleMania crowd last year. They had like the biggest whoa
Yeah.
for Cody last
They
year.
also chanted, "If you hate Roman, stand up."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
the
just
chants at
really
Roman
like-
were great.
I just like the Puerto Rico crowd.
The Bad Bunny?
They be counting in Spanish too
Yeah.
for the pins.
That shit's
You know,
sick.
that makes me wonder if like Germany or France are gonna count the pins in their native language.
I'm not trying to be xenophobic here, but I saw somebody say they should do a show in Japan. I personally would not want that just because the culture is so different around wrestling. I don't think it would be
Well,
that good.
I don't know because they've done shows in Japan before, and they don't necessarily carry that same like fan culture that they would with
New Japan
regular
and stuff.
Japanese wrestling, because I've seen clips of when they did a Raw in Japan. I remember the Japanese like house show that was that aired on the network, that whole like Beast in the East, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Japanese fans, from what I can remember, go nuts about just as much as like any other fan for WWE. So
Looking at-
I don't
I'm
think
looking-
the fan interaction would be an issue.
I think the moment I knew we were back is when they sold out MSG this year.
Oh yeah.
for a live show, by the way.
Yeah.
That shit, I don't think. Well, first off, without Punk, I don't think they do it. But that shit is so hard to do. Like, June is a New Yorker, so she told me about like how sometimes plays don't even like reach max capacity, or like the big Broadway plays and shit.
Nah, man, this is such a dense city.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, I'm looking at the lineup for the whole year. We don't have any pay-per-views or PLEs scheduled past Bash in Berlin. But I don't see any room for Night of Champions.
Okay, well, we got Backlash in May, Bash in Berlin in Money in the Bank in
Money in
June.
Bank.
I thought we were doing
Uh,
Backlash.
Yeah, Backlash is in May.
Oh,
Backlash is
I
in
thought you
May.
said Bash, my bad.
Clash at the Castle is in June. Money in the Bank is in the beginning of July.
Oh.
SummerSlam is August 3rd, and Bash in Berlin is August 31st.
So there's 2 pay-per-views in August.
Yeah.
So that probably means September is
In
getting
October.
skipped.
Yeah, either something at the end of September or something at the beginning of
Extreme
October.
Rules, maybe?
So there might be a December pay-per-view again.
I don't know. I think
I mean, wasn't Crown Jewel like the beginning of
Oh,
November,
fuck, I forgot about Crown Jewel.
and then Survivor Series was the end of November?
yeah.
Honestly, this is gonna sound a little insane to say, but for the next Saudi match, I kind of just don't want them to book a women's match. Because they don't fucking care. And it drags down the matches, I feel.
Saudi Arabia is incredibly like that crowd was incredibly sexist. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and it's crazy because the women, even though because the laws there again,
Yeah.
sexist. Women can show barely any skin. Honestly, the women's fits in the Saudi match were really fucking good.
Yeah.
They gotta get creative.
Like Rhea Ripley's fit, that might be top 5
It just
Rhea.
sucks, because, again, they just don't care.
But I think that's the thing, though, because they don't care. That's probably what keeps them booking the women's matches, so that way these people do eventually care. Because I
Yeah,
think
that's true.
compared to previous years, I think there was definitely more of a reaction for the women at last year's Crown Jewel compared to every other year they've had the shows. So maybe it's just the optimist in me, but I would like to think they're making some headway here.
Yeah.
see what happens. I don't think the WWE's relationship with Saudi Arabia is gonna end anytime soon.
Right. They have a whole freaking like.
They have like an attraction there now that's
Yeah.
fully WWE based.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they continue doing Saudi Arabia shows.
Yeah.
Well, to wrap this up, WrestleMania is looking really fucking good. Again, they just have to stick the landing.
I don't know if this was brought up earlier, but I guess who would probably be, I guess, the big return in WrestleMania?
Well, I don't think we're getting any return. Well, I mean, besides like a Stone Cold.
Besides like Stone Cold Cena.
Yeah, besides like cameos and all that, I don't think we're getting any returns until the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even then, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
The show as it stands itself, I think we've got plenty of star power.
yeah.
I think they're filming Peacemaker later this year, so I don't think Cena can come back.
Oh.
Interesting.
Dude, card looks really good. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks to everybody for coming out for this, for me trying this little podcast thing. Might do it again. This went really well.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It was fun. I miss doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for you guys for joining me, and thanks to the people in the chat.
W.
And
Glad we got you.
we'll keep doing
Glad we
that.
got you on the wave, Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that- You know what? You're gonna be the cause of that. That's gonna be the last thing of the stream. Bald Chase.
Bold